Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping right into, well, a real saga we've been following. It's this ongoing clash, human creativity versus AI, specifically in competitive game design. It's pretty fascinating stuff. We're looking at a creator's second playtest. Think of it as a rematch, a big one, between a deck built by a human and an AI opponent. Our mission, really, is to see how things like innovation, strategy, just pure human adaptation led to this huge turnaround. Because if you remember our last deep dive on this, it was a mess.
Oh, absolutely. A complete catastrophe is putting it mildly.
Right, 66 AI errors, these hallucinations. The human player actually rage quit.
And the AI just started changing rules mid-game. It was unbelievable.
Exactly. It really tested the player's patience. Yeah. But okay, so this time, rematch. The human player was ready. They had updated rules, a whole new deck. Crimson Mobius, I think?
That's the one. Crimson Mobius versus the AI's Blaze deck.
So let's get into it. What changed? Well, before they even played, they tweaked the rules.
Some important clarifications.
Yeah, like defining direct attack properly. But the big one, the real game changer, was the boost mechanic.
Ah, yes. The boosts.
Instead of just one boost per character, now you could stack up to 3. That makes characters potentially much stronger, much faster.
And what's fascinating there is how that specific change hits right at the heart of combo decks, like this Crimson archetype.
How so?
Well, combo decks need synergy, right? Lots of cards working together. The old rule, just one boost, made them way too slow. You couldn't ramp up.
Okay.
But allowing 3 boosts,
Okay.
suddenly you can get these immediate power spikes. It took what was often a kind of hopeless setup and made it potentially game-winning.
Wow. So a small rule change, big strategic impact.
Exactly. It shows how rule balance can totally reshape strategy.
Okay. And leveraging that, the human player designed this special Mobius package for the deck.
Right, the Mobius card.
Built around the Mobius battery and 2 others.
LNR, yeah. Mobius battery, Mobius L, Mobius R.
And here's where it gets really interesting, right? The Mobius battery's main trick. It stops cards from being removed from the game permanently.
Which is huge in card games. Usually removed from game means gone.
Totally. But this sends them to a recycle zone instead, so they can be shuffled back in.
Creating this potential infinite loop almost,
Yeah.
recycling resources.
Yeah. And the name Mobius apparently came from the Mobius strip, the infinity loop symbol.
Yeah.
A bit on the nose, but clear naming, right?
Definitely memorable for a looping mechanic.
Okay, so the rematch itself, how did it go down? The AI, first off, it did get better.
Tangibly better, yeah.
Those 66 major errors from last time, down to only 13. Still not perfect, but
A massive improvement, relatively speaking. The human player apparently ignored some minor AI glitches this time, too, focusing on the big picture.
right. So the game starts. Human player gets an amazing opening hand, just be home, wipes out some AI characters early on.
Got that momentum going.
Yeah. Then a slight pause, had to clarify what Pierce meant exactly on a card.
Little rule wrinkles always pop up in testing.
But they sorted it out, adapted, and eventually the human player made this big comeback using an indestructible character, Crimson Blaster Ashdown.
Indestructible helps, but it shows that dynamic play, adapting mid-game.
It wasn't just about raw power, it was strategy. And the AI, while better, may be still a bit predictable.
That's often the case. The human ability to interpret, clarify, and innovate with combos on the fly, that's where the edge was. The AI executed better, but the human understood deeper.
Exactly. And the finish was, well, pretty epic. A game-ending combo.
The grand finale.
Player drops Crimson Nathan Rapier, equips the Mobius trio we talked about battery, L and R gets their effects going, and then plays this card called Save Button.
Save button, what did that do?
It basically wiped the AI's entire recycle zone clean, just gone, which meant the AI ran out of cards almost immediately.
Wow, a full deck out. That's decisive.
Total deck out victory for the human. So, okay, takeaways. The AI's internal score, the creator rated it, went from 6.5 to 7.9. So, definite progress, like you said.
Tangible progress, yes, but still room for improvement.
And the win really showed that, human nuance in deck building, still way ahead of the AI for now.
The creativity, the unexpected synergies.
But that save button card turns out maybe a bit too strong.
Ah, the balancing act. Wiping the whole recycle zone sounds incredibly powerful.
Yeah, like hitting delete on your opponent's resources needs a hefty cost added, apparently.
Makes sense. Playtesting always reveals those broken elements.
And here's a little hint the creator dropped. They suspect the level attribute on characters might be a bit redundant. Something to watch.
Interesting. Streamlining mechanics is often key.
Looking ahead, they teased a new archetype, Horizon Inc., a control deck.
Oh, control archetypes are always interesting.
Yeah, heavy focus on resource management, apparently a strong card drawing engine, and even an alternative way to win the game.
Intriguing. Adds another layer to the game's potential.
So yeah, big win for the human creator this time. Finally beat their own game with Crimson Mobius. Felt pretty good, I bet.
A satisfying victory, no doubt. But it does make you think, doesn't it, this whole process?
Oh, so?
Well, as AI keeps getting better, keeps evolving, where does that leave human creativity? What's the balance, especially in something as complex and strategic as designing a game? It's a big question to chew on.
That is a really good point, something for all of us to think about. And speaking of what's next, you won't want to miss our next deep dive. We'll see the return of the updated Crimson Symphony deck, plus the official debut of that new Horizon Inc. archetype.
Should be another fascinating look into the game's evolution.
Absolutely. See you then.